South Dakota. Let's see. They are the Coyotes. So Sarah, who was just down there, she told me that Northern Iowa, you and I, Fargo in their league, also for football, also, who else? There was a couple others, and they all had domes. Where they play indoors. I suppose it helps with attendance. Well, how cool is this? 90 feet. Looks like it'll take out 2,750 pounds, 90 feet. So inside one of these arenas, they have to change lights. And so they use this lift. So look, they put down plywood so they protect the hardwood. And then these pads. It's on tracks. It folds up to, gosh, look at the width of that when it folds up. So go through a 40-inch opening, maybe, door. You know the width of it? Yeah, like 40 inches, right? Go through a handicapped door, looks like. Yeah. Very cool. Those lights are bright. Those new lights are really bright. So this is the South Dakota, University of South Dakota Coyote indoor arena for basketball and volleyball. They don't have hockey. And they're bringing it down. So that looks like it runs on 24 volt DC. Electric, 2 batteries. Probably hydraulic pumps. Cool machine. Golf, tennis.
We have men's, women's golf, women's tennis, men's and women's track and field, football, men's and women's basketball, volleyball, triathlon, soccer. 16 total. 16 total teams.
16 total.
And over here is our basketball arena. Basketball and volleyball are played here.
I've got some of this already.
We just finished up hosting commencement. So we host both South Dakota and Vermillion High School commencement in here. Holds about 6,000 club seating, courtside seats. We have a new volleyball floor for our volleyball team. They put on a Caraflex floor. Built in 2016.
Okay. Interesting.
Yep. Championships or practices that they have that we work with campus on.
So Sanford is a local upper Midwest medical name that people would recognize. Oh, wow.
And then, yeah, this is our weight room. Every team works out here now.
Hultgren Family Weight Room. Athletic training room. We'll go in here. It's huge.
Yes, it is.
How many square feet do you think? 100 by 100. About everything you'd want. Free weights here. Mostly a lot of free weights. I don't know much about weightlifting. You can tell by looking at me, I don't know much about weightlifting.
You and me both.
All right.
Then a little nutrition station.
Oh, the nutrition station. You get the powders and all that. Is that strawberry milk?
Yes, sir.
I don't get it. Okay. Practice court.
One of two.
It's air conditioned in here.
Yeah.
Wow. It's nice. So it's got volleyball tape down and it's
We have all lines needed for volleyball and basketball.
okay. So you can get, there's two sides to it. It's just like any typical practice gym. What's behind there? Is that just sound deadening stuff?
Yep.
Cool. From this one to this one. So this is identical.
Yep, the exact same thing. Volleyball generally uses this because they added cameras for their replay system and review.
Look at that. Coyotes. Volleyball. Basketball. Oh, painted up nice. This is the media room.
It's just a lounge.
This is where the boys watch tape on their opponents?
No.
No?
They can just hang out here. They have gaming systems that are put away right now
Okay.
that they'll use to hang out. Nutrition station, stock up with food and drinks. And then into their locker room here.
Picture the arena full. Men's locker room. Okay. This is where the coach gets crazy,
This is where the coach gets crazy.
right? You want to give us like a sample speech?
No.
You got any new plays you want to draw up or anything? Pass it here. He'll dunk it. That's it. Cool. Names above the lockers.
Mm-hmm.
Shay, you going from the Woodlands. Jake from Omaha. How about that? That's very cool. Is that like a remote control?
Like a lockbox, yep.
Lock. Okay. So that's the locker. That's very neat. There's some Coyotes from last year, I think. Prairie Farms is a good sponsor.
Yes.
We sell some of their strawberry milk. This is the nobody's in here, I hope. This is where the guys take the showers and whatnot. Okay. All right. Very cool. Overhead projector. So when there's a game, this is where the officials can hang out. You get towels.
Men have their own and women have their own.
Okay. So the men's locker room is right off the officials' lounge. So the officials, if they need, they can use these. Okay. They have their own shower and everything?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. People don't get to see this kind of thing. We've got a plaque for one of the officials. Interesting. Okay. All right, this is the equipment room. So shoes. Look at all the shoes. Size 10. So they just come in and they pick out whatever shoe they want? Or
These are all the extra shoes.
they're ordered for them?
Spares, yes.
Oh, spare shoes. So they were issued their shoes.
They're issued their shoes, and this is what is left over after the end of the year.
Okay, and same with uniforms?
Yep.
Okay. Coyotes number 2. These are nice.
Yeah,
Summit League.
jerseys.
Soccer?
Yeah.
Okay, and what are these ones?
Volleyball.
Volleyball. I love the shorts in the volleyball girls. So,
Basketball jerseys in the back.
wow. Back there's a basketball. Do you sell any of this stuff?
No.
Like when it's logo change or any of that? Like, they don't get rid of it?
We do rummage sales.
Rummage sales.
Every 3 years, though.
Okay. All right, we're going to go into the football. Thanks for showing me that quick and dirty tour. This is stuff people don't get to see very often.
Right. Yeah.
Thanks. What's your name?
Alexa.
Alexa. Thanks for helping us.
Yeah, no problem.
Yes, sir.
All right. This is Joseph Carroll. Hi, Joseph.
Hi.
Just give us a quick minute dirty tour of the training room.
Sure. So this is our upstairs athletic training room. So we've got 10 treatment tables. We've got 5 on this side. We've got 5 on the other side, which I'll show you. So we've got, like I said, 5 on this side, 5 on that side. Have different modalities ranging from electric stimulation. We've got the Normatec boots over on this side. A bunch of different other tools that we use for rehabilitation, recovery, things like that. And then in here we've got our wet room. So we've got hot tub, cold tub, and then another water room in here.
It's humid in here.
Yes, very humid in here.
Okay. But there's no swimming team or no pool.
There is a swimming team,
Is there?
But we just built a new facility for them. The old swim team was downstairs in the dome, which they just built that new facility.
So there's an Olympic pool somewhere?
there is, yeah. So the Olympic pool is in the wellness center, which is just over here now.
Okay.
Well, it's across the road.
Look at that semi-truck size air conditioner. And that's just the compressors. The generator, size of a small truck. So now we've just entered the Dakota Dome. This is an indoor football arena. Home of the Coyotes. This is very cool.
Yes.
And when you come in here, everything gets quiet. Sound is just deadened. Until there's people in here, then I'm sure it gets quite loud.
It does. We track super pole vault down there. Got a couple of kids heading to the first sectional for NCAAs.
So track and field is
Track
indoor.
and field. Yep, we have a track underneath the turf that will open up once football season's over.
The what do they call it?
They call it Dome Club.
The Dome Club. It's for people that pay the big bucks. This is the Dome Club. So if you donate enough money, you get to sit here and watch the game. Look at that. How fun. Indoors. Got a piece of glass between us and the field. Very cool. And we found out about ticket prices. It's $300, I think, for basketball, and $170 for football per seat. Season tickets. So it's not bad. Very good entertainment. So, do you guys fill up pretty much, or?
Oh, we get good crowds. Our football team has been performing very well. Reached the quarterfinals and semifinals of the SCS.
I could
playoffs.
see how a quarterback would want to be here, a kicker would want to be here.
Yep.
Yeah. There's no, it's completely still. There's no air movement. And where's the booth? Right there?
Yep.
Have you ever had TV here?
Yes. For FCS playoffs, they usually come and they'll set up over there.
I'm not sure how many cameras they use for football in a venue like this, but I think in the NFL they use like 22 cameras.
Yeah, I don't know if we have that big of a setup, but it's quite impressive what they bring.
Anymore, they're putting cameras everywhere, like inside the cones, and everything, the yardage markers, and because they can. right? They can put them everywhere. Helmet, referee cam, everything. No way to get inside that. So that'd be like the menu board up there.
Yep.
And then there'd be people lined up here. You know, I'm struck by how neat and orderly everything is. It's all painted up nice and clean. It's as clean as I've ever seen anything. When was this built?
This side was built in 2020.
2020, so it's only 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Big restrooms. I mean, I would enjoy coming to a game. If I lived in town, I would buy season tickets.
Front facing view of the suites, and then we'll.
I can imagine getting a belly full of tailgate food and coming to one of these football games. This would be a lot of fun. Now, do they sell alcohol inside the stadium?
We do.
They do? How much does a beer cost?
$7,
$8.
Yeah.
For a shot glass full?
I think they do pounders.
They do
actually.
tall boys,
Yeah,
yeah.
they do 16 ounces.
16 ounces. This is... I always wonder about the turf. You see those black pellets come up? Do you guys have that kind of?
We don't. So when we roll it, we don't have to worry about those black pellets because we'll roll it for track season.
It's just a synthetic hard, like a nylon. Yeah. Very cool. And then these are the box seats that people pay more for.
Mm-hmm.
It's big. Seems wider than what I'm used to.
Is it because we have turf sidelines?
It just seems very wide. Huh. I never played football. Played a lot of baseball. But it is spongy to walk on.
Yeah, it's new. It just got finished installing last August. We've had one season on it.
These aren't painted, they're inlaid, right? They're The fiber is actually white all the way through. That's why it looks so good from above. And the brights. Oh my goodness. They are bright. Okay.
Football game is just making it clean, right?
Yeah.
It gets dusty over summer, so it's dusting seats, cleaning whatever came about over the summer, making sure things are tidy.
And once season starts, just getting tailgate set up and inside ready to go. So
What are these white things?
Those are
Internet.
internet boosters, yeah.
So that's for the Wi-Fi, indoor Wi-Fi?
Mhm. And then up there, you see on the railings, there's those gray caps. On those railings in the seats, those are also button boosters.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. What's the password? Just get on. The password is Go Coyotes.
see good guys.
Yeah.
Here's the training room for football. It's empty.
Cups are getting cleaned.
Okay, they've got fans on. Is this the football locker room?
This is football training room.
This is where the guys come get taped up?
Yep.
Okay, is that it? For
And then all the stuff is in there, so that will.
the ice bath and everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're heading to the
coach's
Football.
locker room.
Football lounge and
Can we get inside that? What's the name of the football coach?
Travis Johansson. He's our head coach.
Travis Johansson. This is his room. This is where he tells you, son, you're being traded. We're cutting you. Okay. I probably shouldn't show his personal stuff. Okay. All right. Ooh.
Lounge and nutrition station.
So the football team lounge and nutrition station. Okay. And they play video games too a lot, huh?
I don't know if a lot's the right word, but they have them.
They've got them.
They got them.
This is the football team lounge. Pretty cool. Have you been on other universities?
Yes.
Is it pretty similar?
Everyone's got their own kind of setup, but
Yeah. Everyone has their own deal. But we
very blessed to have what we have.
blessed to have what we have.
Whoa. This is huge. This is really nice. So they don't have their numbers displayed or their jerseys out or anything, but their equipment's in here. So returning players have their own, all their stuff out here. Do they have, since all the transfer portal stuff, do they have problems with retaining some of the better players? You know, because Iowa will come up here and pick one of them off or something.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it this last year. We lost a couple to Iowa, actually.
Yeah. So I made a good guess
One
there.
to Duke.
Duke.
We lost good players.
Yeah. And what do you call those people that transfer out? Do you call them traders?
Oh, no.
No? Disloyal ex-Coyotes?
not at all.
No. I
You're
think,
doing what's best for
they're
them.
doing what's best for them, and that's.
Because I know, as a fan, I'm an Illini fan, University of Illinois, and I know that I am upset. Like, we lost a pretty good basketball player who went to Michigan, and I'm not going to give him the notoriety, but it's too bad. Okay, well, it happens, right? They're going to make a decision based on their own future.
Absolutely.
So South Dakota also has a swim team, and for years, I don't know, they built this stands over the old swim, or they built it in.
Yeah.
So they built it in 2020, and now they're getting rid of it already. Anyway, they're filling in a swimming pool with concrete. I see, I get it. It's underneath the stands. Can we go in there? And they've got a pumper truck outside today. You know what they're going to do with this space?
We're trying to do a turf. We're going to get cages. It's going to be a new workout space.
Dakota Dome pool area renovation. Okay. So this building, this dome, was built when? In the 70s. And that swimming pool was where the swim team played, swam for since then. And now they've built a new swim facility, and that'll be coming up pretty soon in this video. You'll see it. So they will offer a few programs. Sustainability. There's a I would take biochemistry these days. Biology looks fun. This is what I graduated in. Don't do that, you'd be stuck being a YouTuber when you retire, trying to make ends meet. For the money, go for biochemistry, chemistry, computer science. Playing the big bucks. Okay, we're done with our tour of the football. They're pumping concrete into the old swimming pool out here. So we just happen to be here on the day they're doing that and changing the lights. Look at that thing. You ever seen one of these pumps before? This is the Dakota Dome. I'm sure when it's built, 1960 or something, 75, in that range somewhere. And that's the Stanford Coyote Sports Center. That's the basketball and the weightlifting and all that we saw. Beachside pumping. I think we have to weigh at least 300 pounds to operate one of these things. Look at that. Look at his shirt. Who does his laundry? So I'm going to cover my microphone so you can hear better. Smelling a diesel. He's all done pumping. We saw him doing the last of it. So he's folding it up. Gosh, it's 50 feet in the air, 40 feet now. So that's the dome. Next, we're going to go over to this $32 million swimming facility. So they filled in that Olympic-sized pool. Let's ask him how much concrete it took. Make a guess in the comments right now. How many yards of concrete did it take to fill in an Olympic-sized pool? I think there was diving too, so it had to probably, how deep? 12-meter deep? No, couldn't be that. 5 meters, 15 feet? Make a guess. How many yards of concrete did it take to fill in the Olympic-sized swimming
pool down there?
Yeah.
They did 1,200 yards of basically like a
aggregate?
No, it's just sand, water, and cement powder.
Okay.
So that was 1,200 yards. That was a different company that did that. So that filled it in, and then today we did 70 yards of concrete that did the
smoothed it over.
The top finish floor. Yep.
Yards. So they pumped it, and then these black sections here, the concrete, you just pumped it all the way over, huh? These are the guys that did the work. Now I promise we're going to the swimming pool. Look at that beautiful rig. So we'll take a quick trip through that. 1979, there's your answer, Dakota Dome. And we just walked past the tennis courts, which they have women's tennis, women's softball. So that takes care of some of the Title IX, I think it is, Title IX requirements. It's outdoor, maybe soccer, softball. Let's see. So outdoor track and field championships. So this is the track. I don't have a good way to get a good video of this. It's all fenced off. So we're not going in this facility. This is the locker room, obviously. So this is the track. Women's softball. Looks like this must be maybe a practice field, and then on the other side is the real deal. Soccer, and pretty nice facility out here. Well, you want a good car? There's a Toyota. No, what is that? Subaru. Look at that thing. Ford's starting to rust. But South Dakota, they don't put a lot of salt down. That thing's been through it though. This is the swimming pool. Wellness center, 32 million. Okay, this is where the students are exercising. Thank you. Okay.
You're welcome to take as much as you can to the facility.
Okay.
My preference is to not be filmed today, but
Okay, Sarah doesn't want to be front and center on the video, but she may from time to time in the frame.
and that,
So this little area where they can.
oh yeah, so you want to start.
So this is now
oh, okay.
first time. So look at this. Climbing wall. $32 million. Is that right?
Yeah, so
Where'd the money come from?
I don't know where the money for the climbing wall came from.
No, for the facility.
Oh, for the entire facility?
Appropriation from the state.
What was that?
Appropriation from the state. They sell bonds. So they got weights up there, weights down here, wall. This is all needed for education. Let's see.
So down here we have
Intramural sports.
cardio equipment's kind of over there. So
She took one look at me and said, cardio equipment's over there. Okay. This is intramural student use.
yes. And
This could be racquetball, some kind of racquetball courts. Yeah. What's this?
okay, so this is our mat court.
There's no hockey.
Hockey? No.
No hockey in at all. This is like,
Yeah, so no, this is solid floor.
what do they do with this?
Pickleball, they can do basketball. It's kind of purpose court that you can.
So you just check out the
different lines on
equipment and
Yeah. So you can see the
walking or running track around
yoga studio,
the studio. Just one person in there. Okay, I'm paused. So this was 32 million just for the expansion.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So the wellness center is one deal. And now this is the competitive swim plus open to the students, right?
Yes, it is.
What about the public? How much is a membership?
The pool, well, it's open right now.
Okay, I'm very careful not to shoot people. So this is a warm water pool, and it's got a volleyball net and a basketball hoop. And then from this distance, nobody can see anything.
Yep.
That's an Olympic-sized pool. This just opened April 14th this year. It's got a huge screen there. Almost fell in. Okay. And there's a tub over there, but people don't want to be on camera in there. There's bathing suits, so it's a little locker room, other locker rooms. Okay. Great. That was getting dirty. There's no diving.
There is a diving board. There's two diving boards.
So you have a diving team too?
Yeah, we do have diving. The boards right now are not open to the public because of the way that the pool is configured.
I'm going to wrap it up for this video about the facilities. Athletic South Dakota University of South Dakota. How much are football season tickets?
They're 170.
170. How many games?
There's 6.
6. And what about basketball? How many games?
I don't know for sure. Last year we had 30.
30 home games?
Yeah.
No.
Between men and women combined.
Oh, men and women. So
Yeah.
you get both.
So you have a chance of either buying just only men or women or both together.
Okay, and what does that run?
What is that?
To get the whole package, men and women.
Yeah, so it'll be $300 per ticket for the whole season.
Wow. Is that in the fancy chairs?
In the Core Trust Club?
The seat backs?
So like you'll have the back of your seats in some places, and then like if you want bleacher seating you can get them, I guess.